Hello, this is the daily devotional of Inspired Evidence. Let's read. Today is September 20, and the reading is inspired by biology. The adult male peacock has about 200 tail feathers, with 170 of those having the eye pattern. The eye feather has a precise pattern. The pupil of the eye feather is a dark purple and the iris is blue. This eye is surrounded by bronze and green colors. How is this pattern made? These colors are not pigmented colors but are structural colors made by an optical effect called thin film interference. You observe thin film interference in the glistening blues and greens of oil slicks on a road. Oil is almost transparent. However, the light bounces off it, producing the colors we see. Variations in oil thickness are the reason for different colors. In the same way, peacock tail feather strands, barbs, are transparent, but the thickness varies. Light hits the transparent barbs and, depending on the thickness, reflects back a glistening color to create a beautiful pattern. A single barb can vary from blue, dark purple, bronze, and green because the thickness of the barb varies along the feather's length. Yet all the barbs coordinate with great precision to produce the eye pattern. It is amazing how each barb must be perfectly coordinated with every other barb to produce the eye pattern. When we see such an intricate pattern and design made by such a complex mechanism, we know there must be a pattern maker, and that pattern maker is God. It is also interesting to note how evolutionists try to explain such beauty. They say such beauty developed because male peacocks with the prettiest tails attracted the most mates. When this theory was recently tested, it was demonstrated to be totally wrong. Peacocks with plain or distorted tails attracted just as many or more mates than those peacocks with perfectly colored tails. Very interesting, huh? Let's read the scripture quoted of the day is Psalm 50 verses 1 and 2. The mighty one, God the Lord, has spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun to its going down. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God will shine forth. So cool. I like that. Oh, so fun fact today. I rescued a squirrel. It was so odd, out of the ordinary. So I was parked somewhere because I was waiting for my son. He was at an appointment. And right before it was time to go get him, I saw something just drop out of nowhere, out of a tree, because there was trees around. And it made a little tiny squeal. It was a baby squirrel. He just had fallen from the tree. Quickly came two big blackbirds trying to hawk him down. They were eyeballing him. They had his eyes on him for sure. I quickly got out of my car, got close, and I looked at the baby squirrel. He was hurt, a little bit of blood on the side. Anyhow, so in 5 more minutes, my son was going to be done and I had to go get him. So I went. The birds kind of flew away, but they went to the tree nearby, so they were still watching the baby squirrel. But I was going to be out like really soon. So I was like, okay, I need to get my son. I went and got him. We came out. He helped me rescue the squirrel because there was like a wall, a small wall in between the tree and the parking lot where I was at. And so this wall had little bushes where, you know, squirrels and animals climb through there. And so the squirrel was trying to climb on the bushes, and the wall's like 5 feet tall. And he made it on top. And okay, so let me go back a little bit. Before I went to get my son, the two blackbirds were watching the little squirrel. The mom was on the tree looking for the squirrel, the baby squirrel. And I stood in front of the tree and I was like talking to her, hey, the baby's here. The baby squirrel's here. He's here. So she knew that something was, because it was a tree, then that 5 foot wall, and then the parking lot where the baby squirrel was laying right there in front of the wall. Anyhow, so I got my son. He came over and helped me with trying to get the squirrel to climb up the wall, holding off to the bushes and leaves. The baby squirrel made it up to the wall, and then we had like a cardboard bag, a grocery paper bag, and so we kind of, the baby squirrel went, wait, did the baby squirrel went over? Yeah, no, we were like trying to make sure the baby squirrel made it to the top without it falling. Okay, the baby squirrel made it to the top. We went around the parking lot. Oh, something came up here, sorry. We went around the parking lot to the back where the tree is. So now we went around the small wall. And now we were on the other side where the tree is and closer to the mom. The mom was hiding somewhere up on the tree. I'm sure she was watching us. And so the baby squirrel made it down safely. And then the baby squirrel, he was able to climb, thankfully. He was hurt because there was blood around his belly. But he was trying to climb up that tree. He was already like 5 foot high. I had the paper bag, like I was holding the paper bag close to the tree just in case the baby squirrel fell. I would caught him. So yeah, he did end up falling, and I caught him in the bag, and he kind of bounced on the bag and then landed on the floor. But you know, I kind of helped with it not bouncing from. He was already like 6 feet up climbing the tree, so it was like a half. He fell from 3 feet, so he didn't get really hurt because yeah. Anyhow, so I told my son, we gotta go because we made sure the birds didn't get the squirrel. We made sure the squirrel made it over across the wall. So now he was close to the tree where his mom was near watching. So we went back to my car. We went around back to the car and we waited. And then my son saw the mom got the baby squirrel on his back and rescued him. She came for him, rescued him, and went up to their little nest in the tree. Ah, it was such a cool story. Anyhow, I hope I explained it, or you can picture it in your heads, in your mind. But nonetheless, that was it made me warm. It made my heart warm up. Anyhow, that's all for today. Have a great day and God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow with this great book, The Daily Devotional, by Bruce Malone and Julie Von Vett. And this book is found on searchforthetruth.net if you want to find more science/Christian related material. They have a few things there. Besides books, they have a DVD that I've been wanting to get and I haven't gotten it yet. But anyhow, let me just stop here. Bye.